Okay, so today I'm gonna show you guys the world's first production Model Y with the tow hitch installed. We're gonna go over everything about it, but fun fact, this is something we actually added aftermarket. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so this very well could be the first Tesla Model Y with a tow hitch. Let me explain a little bit though. It doesn't have one right now. However, we're going to be installing one. It should be arriving tomorrow. We're gonna get the car prepped tonight. Again, you don't really have to prep it the day before. Just during the week, I get a little tighter on times and everything. So we're actually gonna go ahead and get it set up so tomorrow, once everything arrives, we can just bolt it on. Now, some things you might see that you're like, ooh, do I need that to install? You don't need a lift or anything like that to install. It makes it a little easier just to help get under the car at some of the bolts and everything, but you don't need that. We are gonna go ahead and use this lift though. That's from Quick Jack. We've got the jack pad adapters. Yes, these say Model 3, but Model 3 and Model Y work together. This is just the old packaging from Abstract Ocean. And we're gonna go ahead and raise it up. First time I've actually raised a Model Y, but we're gonna end up having to take off all this bumper right here. We'll walk you through it, but I already got my bike rack here. This is the Yakima Full Swing. So we got that there. I've got one road bike there. Excuse the mess. We've got another road bike there. That one's actually David's. We've got my beautiful mountain bike right there. But found out I'm gonna need something extra to be able to put this on the Yakima Full Swing right there. And it's actually called a tube top. Not that kind of tube top. Settle down, I'm not gonna wear that. But anyway, the tube top actually connects right here to right here and gives you a nice little flat spot right here that you can slide the bike right on. But we're gonna go ahead and get the car jacked up, get it all set up, so as soon as it gets here, we'll be ready to go. Oh my god, you gotta get a running start.
You need a little drop down step or something like that, I think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can do it, but...
There you go.
Wow.
Can you imagine driving that high all the time?
Well, maybe on the Cybertruck.
Oh yeah, maybe. Actually, that's pretty high even for Cyber, I think, but just be careful going down. Okay, so some of the things we are going to be doing here. We are going to have to remove taillights right there. We are going to have to remove some of these. This you didn't see. We're going to have to remove this bumper, which means we're going to have to remove some of these clips right in here. Then underneath, you can see some bolts. We're going to have to remove all of those. So let's get cracking. What do you say?
Go for it.
Okay, so first off, we're going to have to remove some trim pieces from the interior. This should just snap right up. Okay, that piece is out. And then to get to the back side of these, we are going to have to go through some of these panels. So we're going to have to undo a few of these clips. That way we can take these off. There's just 2 bolts. Okay, so yeah, you can see 1 bolt right there. And the second bolt is just right up there. So you don't even really need to take this fully off. We're just going to kind of leave it like this. I'm going to stick my hand in there with a little ratchet and get these right off. Got the last one. I went ahead and threw on some gloves so I didn't scratch my hands. You don't really need them. Be careful you don't lose these because they're very tiny, and if they fall, they go into the abyss. Okay, so just take these off. They're just like pressure fit on there. So you can just take your pry bar and just carefully work them up. They're here and we need to go straight back.
You pull that side.
Got it. So it's these clips right here, they're metal. And they go into these little holes right here. So that's why those take a lot of force to get to. Make sure you tape along here so you don't damage anything. As you saw, we kind of wiggled it under there. Make sure you don't bend it either because you'll break this right here. If you torque it this way, this will just snap right off. And these are several $100s, so don't break these. This one's a little trickier because this doesn't open up. So it doesn't really give you anything to really kind of grab onto. but you need to know these clips. The 2 bolts are right here that we undid. The 2 clips are there. You need to come straight out. Don't torque it too much like that. You can do a little bit, but too much and you'll just snap everything off. Okay, I got the top one. Got it. So now that we have both the taillights removed, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna wanna tape a good portion here and here, because we're gonna have to remove this bumper and we don't want any of the clips to jump up onto here, scratching this. So you're just gonna want to tape it. We're gonna wipe it down real quick, then tape it, make sure that we're all good, because you don't want any scratches. Okay.
A lot of dirt.
Yeah, a lot of dirt going on here. We're just gonna leave it like that. We don't need to do any more. So we'll go ahead and do the other side real quick. Okay, so now on each side there is a bolt connecting the rear bumper to like the little chassis part. So we're gonna do this real quick. This is a 5/16 inch. Okay, put that in a safe place. Don't lose that. Then I'll do the one on the other side. Okay, so we got the nut right there, but now we got a whole slew of them. Hopefully you guys can see that, and some other connectors all along the bottom. So I'm gonna work on those. One more bolt we gotta remove. Bolts everywhere. So when you're doing this, kind of push up and out. Don't just pull it because you'll rip the clips. Okay. So I just have these last clips right along here. Just pop them gently. Okay, I got one more. Okay. So, should be all clear. Okay, hold on one second. Let me undo this. Okay, so we're just connected there. Okay, so we ended up having to flip this up to be able to get one of the bolts out, but we did it. Finally. Okay. And we are free and clear. So here you can actually see, right here is where you will hook in a trailer hitch pigtail, I would assume. So if any of you know what this is, let me know. I need to buy a pigtail for that, but it's nice that it's in a little weatherproof housing. We are gonna have to take this little black piece off here. We actually have what I would say it looks like a Bluetooth antenna, and then we'll be able to take this big guy. Hopefully you can hear that. And then right here, David actually pointed out this is where your rear tow eye is. Just kind of cool. None of the other Teslas have one on the rear, but Model Y does, so not sure why. See what I did there? But yeah, let's go ahead and get this off. I think we'll go ahead and just try undoing the bolts, but leaving this all attached and just kind of letting it sit to the side. You can undo all this in the clips if you'd like, but I don't think we really need to here. So these right here are a 10mm size. Just snaps right in. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of let this dangle, if you will. Now, to get this off, on either side, there's a bolt up top and 2 down here, and those are a size 15. So we're gonna go ahead and work on getting those out. Now, unfortunately, this is all I have in a size 15, and back here is pretty darn tight. So if I were you, I would get a deep drive socket.
Can you get to it from underneath?
Aha, good call. Oh, almost caught it. Okay, go ahead and put that on the, or actually here, I can take it. Aha. And once we have this off, we will mount our hitch onto that. Got it, it's now a new day. It's the next day actually, since we took that apart. But we got this big, awesome box here from Torque Lift, so we're gonna go ahead and unbox it. This is actually the hitch for the Model Y. So let's see what's in the bag. We have all this. We have a little T, all this jazz, all kinds of fun manuals. God, that's a lot of paper. Hopefully it's not that hard. But here we got Tesla Model Y. Packing list. So we have some magnetic plates and the cover and stuff like that. So that's actually kind of dope. Oh, and then it actually tells you everything that we just did. Oh man, that would have actually come in use when we did that. Oh well. It's nice for all of you to have it. Shows you where bolts are. Sweet. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's a good thing then. We've already done most of it. We actually even did that. And we are right here. We got this. The only thing though is on the passenger side, you do have
an extra bolt.
An extra bolt in the back. So that is a size 13 millimeter. We're on the tail hitch. Place the cross member on the hitch studs. Secure the member using the 6 factory nuts.
Okay, so we've already reattached the factory nuts onto the bolts which are on the back of the EcoHitch.
And I'm just doing this side.
And Eric's doing that side. And we still have these other remaining nuts, which are used to attach it to the back of the car.
Okay, so one thing we noticed is it's probably a good idea to put the spacer and this bolt, which go into the back of the eye hook. At least put them in loosely before you tighten the other pieces, just so that you can get back here, because it is a tight fit. Tighten that up a little bit. Then we'll go ahead and tighten up the front and make sure that's tight again. So step number 9, it talks about some nylon washers. What you're gonna wanna do is take 2 of them and stack them and put them on the outer most bottom bolt for each side, and then take 2 singles and put 1 on the inner bottom on each side. Then we're able to pick this up, put it on, and attach using our 6 OEM nuts. Just be careful, I would get some help. This is heavy because it is meant to hold a lot of weight. Okay, I'm in, are you in?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, so there's actually this part right here that you can center it on, the plastic piece underneath. And that's perfect right there. Okay. And according to the instructions, you really should make sure you hit your 38 foot-pounds and everything for all your bolts. Just refer to the instructions. So definitely have a torque wrench. We're gonna go ahead and torque those down real quick. Okay, so the tow hitch is on. I'm not gonna move it too much because it is on a lift, but it's on there. It is built like a rock. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and put all the bumper stuff back on, reassemble everything, and then we will catch back up with you for the very end and give this a little testaroo. Okay, so the one thing before we get that bumper back on, we had a heck of a time. There's 3 bolts that come from the bottom up to this pan. And the issue is the nuts they used in here are circular. And when you are screwing something in, that circle, it will rotate. These were fine, but this one kept spinning, so we actually had to like get pliers and like hold it to get it to come out. But the nice thing with this though is no one ever sees this, because this is on the bottom pan, then a piece of foam goes on, then the carpet goes on. No one will ever see this, but just be aware if you're having issues getting your bottom screws out, that is why.
Just seems like an odd design though. Why would they put a circle in a circle instead of using, like, even if they had 2 sides, like an eye shape?
Exactly.
Triangle, square, regular nut, something that wouldn't spin.
Exactly. So this cover that goes over that can actually be pretty tricky to get off. If you have a flathead screwdriver, you can pry it off. Just make sure you don't damage around here. But the tow hitch company, Torque Lift, actually has this cool little handle that you can install on here. And then you can bend these clips and it attaches with a magnet. and so you can easily pull it away and everything, but it actually stays there. So it looks something similar to this. We're not gonna install that quite yet. We just wanna test this out. So I think since we're officially done, you can go and close it, and let's go ahead and drop the car. Bike rack on a Model Y.
So we're on the first ride with the new torque lift tow hitch and the Yakima full swing bike rack. We've got the Thok e-bike on the back, and we noticed that since this we're not wired into anything, Tesla is reporting, the Model Y is showing this ultrasonic kind of issue where it doesn't like, it sees the bike is back there and it's concerned, but at least it's not making any beeping or anything like that.
Exactly. The fact that it's not beeping makes me really happy, because if that was beeping, that'd get annoying really fast. This doesn't bother me at all. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's a little bit longer, but we wanted to go over a very complete install of this. And again, this is the torque lift EcoHitch for Model Y. We'll go ahead and link everything down below that we use. Definitely check it out if you are interested in purchasing one. Definitely a lot cheaper of an option than Tesla's $1,000 tow hitch. And to be honest, wasn't terribly hard to install besides our rant on the bolts. We will go ahead and be doing a follow-up video on this Yakima rack, as well as another one coming up soon. We just wanted to make sure you guys can get this installed first. Let us know if you want to see any efficiency testing or anything like that too. We would be more than happy to do that. As always though, huge thanks to our channel sponsor, Abstract Ocean. If you guys are looking to accessorize your Tesla Model S, X, 3, or even Y, much like this one, definitely check them out, all linked down below. And using code Tesla Inventory will get you 15% off of your first purchase. My two must-have accessories are definitely going to be a center console wrap. That piano black material scratches and shows dust very easily, so I wanted to protect it, so we went ahead and did a wrap. We went with the semi-gloss, however they do offer a range of colors so you can make your Tesla your own, as well as a matte screen protector. It really helps cut down any glare from the sun, as well as any fingerprints, because it has an oleophobic surface to it. Definitely my top two. We have that screen protector in every single one of our Teslas and absolutely love it. As always though, thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. Go and click here to subscribe, here for some other ones, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.